Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
And Vinaka Fiji, in this bulletin, Bainimarama praises Fiji-New Zealand relations. Toddler amongst those having undergone eye surgery. And pre-trial conference documents finalized for alleged murder trial.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
The visit by New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinta Ardern is a celebration of the rich and enduring friendship between Fijians and Kiwis. This was highlighted by Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama at a state dinner for his New Zealand counterpart. Bainimarama acknowledged Prime Minister Ardern for making the trip to Fiji a priority and for taking the Pacific reset to heart. He stressed that Ardern's interactions with Pacific Island leaders is a reflection of New Zealand's genuine desire for a renewed and strengthened connection among our regional family.
In my eyes, the humility and the subtle strength shown by the Prime Minister at PIF, despite representing the second largest nation in the room, has proven to be one of the two defining moments in Jacinta's time in office to date. The other was, of course, the unshaken response to the hate-filled acts of terror carried out at mosque in Christchurch last year, and the comfort she lent in a time of immense fear, grief, and mourning. They are us. Those few words helped unite a nation and inspire the...
We're proud to have enjoyed diplomatic ties with Fiji ever since your independence was declared, and that speaks to the history that we have together now as nations too. We're joined by historical, cultural, educational, business and sporting links, and in particular, our love of rugby.
Meanwhile, following the first closed-door meeting between the two prime ministers, Jacinta Ardern has commended Fiji for its efforts in fighting transnational crime while detailing an $11 million aid package for the Fiji police force. Ardern confirmed New Zealand's commitment to helping local law enforcement build capacity. The funding will help set up 3 forensic labs starting May. There will be full-time New Zealand experts working with the Fiji police force, while the K9 unit will also get some assistance.
We particularly discussed the work we can do together on transnational organised crime. We both, as nations, are facing the scourge of those who seek to profit on the misery of others through drugs like methamphetamine.
On to other news. State lawyers yesterday informed the court that they've finalized the pre-trial conference documents in relation to the murder trial of Mohammed Yusuf. Yusuf is charged with 5 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. It's alleged he murdered 5 people and dumped their bodies in the Nosori Highlands in Nadi in August last year. The state informed the court that the security footage, which the defense said was not clear, has been viewed and a clear copy has been provided. The matter has been adjourned to March 10th. The Fiji Society for the Blind facilitated 280 successful eye operations last year in partnership with the Rotary Club Tavyuni. Program coordinator Vilisi Salafambisi says non-communicable diseases are one of the major contributors to the visual impairment of Fijians. Salafambisi says out of 280 operations facilitated by the society, 5 were children, with the youngest being a 2-year-old.
The main cause of cataracts, this is due to the aging and also through accident. It also leads to diabetic and hypertension. The cases that we identified having matured cataracts and pterygium, we refer them to Tavyuni and they pay all the costs.
The Fisheries Ministry is urging farmers to move to commercial aquaculture. Minister Semi Koroi Labesau says many farmers rely on aquaculture for food security and not income generation. He says there is a growing demand for produce in the local and overseas markets, and it's crucial to make good use of this opportunity.
Mix of seawater and fresh water becomes brackish water, and that's basically where we can develop a lot of aquaculture. Basically, it has to come from an incentive that is created, that our farmers know that it is a good commercial business to create aquaculture, especially for shrimp and other marine fish.
There is a high demand for local produce in the hotel industry. The Fiji Hotel and Tourism Association Chief Executive Fantasia Lockington says they are working with the Ministry of Agriculture to find ways in which local farmers can benefit by supplying fresh produce to hotels near them. Lockington says the inconsistent supply remains a challenge for hoteliers.
Hotels need a lot more seafood, they need a lot more fresh produce, and they need these in quantities and quality that is sometimes a little bit more daunting for the smaller farmers. So it's working with the farming communities to both determine what it is the needs as well as what can be delivered.
The annual Thurston Food and Music Festival continues to grow. Knox Entertainment co-director Inoke Kaloni Singa, better known as Knox, says this is the 4th year for the festival and it always comes with something for the whole family. Paradise Beverages has signed up as one of the sponsors, and Kaloni Singa says an artist from the Solomon Islands will also feature at the music festival.
Jaboy is a household name over the Pacific and over the greater region, and this guy is amazing. I had the privilege of sharing the stage with him a couple of weeks ago in PNG with him and Justin Wellington, and he's really looking forward to coming here.
Overseas, United States President Donald Trump has had a rock star welcome in India, calling it spectacular. Trump addressed over 100,000 people packed into a stadium at the start of his state visit. Coming up, Ikanikonda aims to improve kicking game. And athletics and swimming given Olympics universality spots.
Oira na ngone no de nunu ena be singa ni mataka.
Mersi sunga da kena loma dina kena mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina no na baksa ika wala loma takina ngone. Dalabina oya o meliki.
Bulre oya o Samuel Samuli.
Nama kiki rau ena be mataka.
Oni ti kena makarombuka.
Ni wai tiri kalimana miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena Radio Fiji One nandomo ibiti.
Kinda kinda na mataka. Dandra maina singabo.
Welcome back. Sports including archery, judo, karate, boxing and table tennis will need to meet a certain qualifying standard in order to compete in the Olympic Games. This was confirmed by Chief de Mission Patrick Bauer. Bauer also confirms that athletics and swimming have been chosen to go through the universality spots.
So what they do is they give one universality place to make sure Fiji is represented. One universality place in athletics, and can be a male or female, and two for swimming, a male and a female.
The Ravu Ravu Rabbitohs coaching team will today select the final squad to face the Lay Snacks Tigers on Friday. Head coach Sivaniolo Varo says they've been preparing for the match for a long time and the players can't wait to take the field.
Been in camp now and they are looking forward, just 3 days away from the game, and yeah, we'll be selecting now best 17 that will be taking on the field on Saturday.
The Ravu Ravu Rabbitohs versus Lay Snacks Tigers match is this Saturday at Churchill Park. The Fiji national men's sevens player Levi Ikanikonda has set his sights on being selected for the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan. The policeman says there is still a lot of room for improvement before the Olympics. Ikanikonda made his debut for Fiji in the 2011-2012 HSBC 7 series after an absence of 8 years from the national sevens team due to a major leg injury. He is optimistic there is still ample time to prepare for the Olympics.
To improve a lot of my restart. That's my minimum for now on. I need to prove my kickoffs.
Dubbed as the biggest in Fiji, the Suva Zone 1 competition is expected to feature more than 1,000 athletes tomorrow and Friday. 24 schools from the wider Suva area, including Namosi, are part of the zone. Meet manager Uraya Torimbau says since there is a large number of participants, the schools are only allowed to field 2 athletes per event.
This is the largest zone in the Fiji Secondary School Coca-Cola Games. We have 24 schools altogether. That's from the corridors of, from the Namosi School, Onimakutu down to Namosi Secondary School, the corridors of Lami to Suva and Suva to Nisinu. And we are only allowing 2 participants from the 24 schools that we have, 2 participants per event in one grade. So altogether, we're expecting 1,000+ students to be there competing during this probably 1.5 days.
No major change on the weather front. Cloudy conditions and isolated afternoon or evening showers are forecast for most places. And that's your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin for these stories and others. You can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. Have a good morning.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।